talk is not any action that goes with the rhetoric. It's bullshit even if you ain't smelling it. The word is the word even if you're misspelling it. If there's a heaven, there's a hell in it. If it exists, they're selling it. Got no riches, then tenements is where you live with relatives. That's just good biz development. Selling the wedding, the funeral sell, the ugly, the beautiful and the unusual sell. A life, a death, a dress and a dress, or a desk, or a pound of flesh. All is acceptable, not regrettable. When we make a person a decimal line, syllable rhyme, typical. Would it be better to mime lyrical? I'm just giving you my individual spin on the things that I've seen in the physical. I wanna know,
how do we find our way when they have so many things to say? How do we find our way when they have so many things to say?
Talk is the fool, silence is always the wise. Talk is the fool, silence is only a guide. Talk is the tool, but silence is in the mind. Talk is mostly the tool, silence is mostly the kind.
see they say so many things, but then they clip so many wings. Cause all they really wanna do is win, and they don't want anyone against. They try to dismiss our right to resist or to fight with the fist. You gotta be joking, writing a diss or reciting a myth or lighting a spliff. You must be token or punch, drunk or power abused, used in the only way that it has been ever since any time that I could tell. Maybe it's nature we're battling, the propaganda, new form of the hunters trapped us left for the prey. These predators will only get fed off filling our head with the words that they say. More or less, you are more or less. If you have more, or you could guess the rest. The story's an old one. In my time in the surf, I have told some with a line, syllable, rhyme. Typical, would it be better to mime lyrical? I'm just giving you my individual spin on the things that I've seen in the physical. I wanna know,
how do we find our way when they have so many things to say? How do we find our way when they have so many things to say? So many things to say. So many things to say. So many things to say.
They say so much, they say, don't they? They say so much, they say, don't they? They say so much, they say, don't they? They say so much, they say, don't they?
a word only defines another word. So tell me, what's in the name? Does the word blood really tell you what it is that flows in my veins? May sound odd. A poet would try to persuade you the words you relate to, and nothing compared to the nothing that happens when nothing they say do, they do. I suppose what I mean is this: if I really had peace of mind, I probably wouldn't speak that much, and I probably wouldn't write these rhymes.
Feel that soul right there.